start off, I would like to give all praises and highest honor to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. I want to give double honor to my elder apostles and teachers of Great Millstone, and salutation to the sincere Akyam across this world, who has spread his knowledge, truth, and sincerity. May the election be upon your households. Come. Also, Shalom to the few sincere brothers and sisters out there who are listening. Shalom. So you can read in the title, I want to go straight into it, okay, because we are almost at so-called Christmas and New Year and whatnot. But just to put it out there, these are both fake days. Okay, they are not holy. Christmas is not a holy day; it's an unholy day, so to say. New Year is fake. It goes back to the Roman god Janus with two faces. Okay, one face going back to the future, to the past, and one face going towards the future, so-called New Year. So, without further ado, I'm trying to grab a few scriptures upon this to show you this, that we should not be celebrating this. But at the same time, if somebody, for example, invites you to a so-called Christmas dinner or whatnot, you can just go. Okay, you can just eat food. As long as they don't, go in front of your face and tell you like we offer this food unto Santa Claus or in the name of Jesus or not, or type of fake gods. Because when you eat that food, now you give them a reason to have something to gossip about you and to basically look at you and be like, hey man, when weren't you eating Christmas dinner with us the other day? But here it is, you're trying to speak the Bible and things like that, so don't be, putting yourself into that situation if it occurs, all right? But without further ado, like I said, let's dive into it. Okay, a little story about Christmas. It's not the birth of, everybody calls Jesus Christ. His real name is Yahushai. Santa Claus, who they, so-called say that he brings presents, is not about him. Also, all fake. All right, it's demonic as hell. Even in the calendar of these so-called Satanists, okay, it's a very high day for basically worshiping Satan, if correct. They was bringing body parts as gifts during Christmas. All right, and now when you read Jeremiah chapter 10, it speaks about us, the Israelites, not being allowed to celebrate Christmas. Okay, with this Christmas, it goes back to worshiping Nimrod and Tammuz. Okay, and we have this tree. Okay, people was worshiping this tree also. Okay, because the pine tree, if I'm correct, is one of the trees that does not change. No matter what season, if I'm correct. Plus, when you put presents under the tree or you take a present from the tree, okay, you're actually bowing down to the tree and you're worshiping it without, by default, basically, you're worshiping it. Okay? Which Deuteronomy 5 and 6 to 8 says that we should not be bowing down to these gods. Alright? So, without further ado, man, let me first read Deuteronomy 5 and 6. I am the Lord thy God, which means power, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage. Thou shalt have none other gods before me. So we should not be serving other gods, okay? Thou shalt not make thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the waters beneath the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself unto them. So what do you do when you grab these presents at a tree? You're bowing down to this tree. By default, you're worshiping. You're not supposed to do that, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy power, am a jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, to the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. And that goes into something else, that's actually another topic, but, to show you, like, don't be worshiping these other gods, don't be bowing down to this Christmas tree, all right? And for your edification's sake, he visits the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and the fourth generation of them that hate me. Basically, no escapes him, all right? If you have committed sin, when you come back, upon this planet Earth to reincarnation, because that is also in the Bible, all right? Reincarnation is real. Like how these people from Buddha believe that you can, die as a human and you come back a cow or whatnot. That's the name Holy Cow. They worship cows and shit. That is fake. But if you be born a man of Israel, come back as a man of Israel. If you be born a man of Esau, Edom, the white race, you come back as a man of Esau, Edom, the white race. Okay? But if you committed sins, you know, in your past life, 3 to 4 generations later, you might be born again on this planet Earth. That's where you're gonna have your judgment, you know, for the things you did wrong, and the Most High is gonna be there guiding you also. All right, for if you did right, if you live righteous. From there, go to Jeremiah chapter 10. By the way, when people say like, hey, you know, this Christmas, you know, we just doing it for the kids, you know, we just want to have fun, we just want to gather the family together. You can gather your family together on any other day, right? Okay. You can gather your family on any regular day, a Saturday, a Friday. Why does it have to be on this Christmas day? Okay. Amos, let me see, I believe chapter 8. That is some bullshit, man, or Amos chapter 7. But I'm gonna go there in a minute. First, Jeremiah chapter 10, with the title, "The Lord is the only true God. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel." So this is for the Israelites. Okay? Thus saith the Lord, "Learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the sign of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them." So we should not be learning the ways of the heathen. One of the things what they do, celebrate Christmas. We're gonna read it in a moment. Plus, they love to look at the stars and the skies, sweat popcorn, you know, watching a solar eclipse or whatever it's called with glasses on. You know, they clap with their hands when they see the solar eclipse, dumb shit like that, man. We just give praise to the Most High, you know, like, okay, that's one of His creation. Okay, so we should not be doing like them. Verse 3. "For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest." So they cut trees out of the forest. Okay. "Work of the hands of the workman with the axe." So with an axe, you know, they cut this tree out of the forest. Okay. "They deck it with silver and with gold." Deck it means they make it look beautiful with silver and with gold. What does that remind you of? Okay, let me tell you, Christmas. They put a tree in their house. You know, back in the days, they used to chop the tree, put it in the house, make it beautiful with gold and whatnot. In verse 1, what did it say? The house of Israel, don't do that like the heathen do. Okay, in verse 1 and 2. So verse 4 again, "They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not." Okay, like how you have the trees nowadays, that it has like a tripod that it keeps on standing tall. You didn't have that back in the days, all right? You did not have that back in the days. Okay, back in the days you had to put it in a ground with nails so that it doesn't move. All right. "They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born. They cannot go." It's a dead tree. You have to carry it. It cannot go by itself. It's dead. Okay? "Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil. Neither also is it in them to do good." Because the people were afraid that if they would think if you don't celebrate Christmas, you know, an evil spirit is gonna come for you. Okay. So I see one of the brothers terrorists for Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai. He posted Matthew 18 and 6. So let me go there. So just like I said, man, it's a dead tree. Don't be worshiping it. Don't be putting it inside of your house. Neither is there any demon that is gonna come out of the tree if you don't worship it. All right. Let me see Matthew 18. Verse 6. "But whoso shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck, and that he were drowned in the depth of deep." Okay, so if you offend one of these little ones, the prophets, okay, it's better for you to hang a millstone around your neck and, you know, basically commit suicide, so to speak. Okay? So let me see. First verse again. Amos. Let me go to the book of Amos, see if I can get it. Alright, because I already read Deuteronomy, Jeremiah, before I forget it, let me go to the book of First Corinthians, because like you can read in the title, you can eat when you are invited to a Christmas party. You know, if they want you to eat there, you can go there and eat, but don't be celebrating it. All right. So this is First Corinthians chapter 10, verse 27. If any of them that believe not bid you to a feast, so that means they invite you, and ye be disposed, oh, you have nothing else to do basically. You know, you might as well, you don't have any plans to speak. Whatsoever is said before you eat, asking no question for conscience sake. So the things that are, you know, prepared for dinner, you can just eat it as long as it is lawful, of course. If you see by side is shrimp, crab, lobster, or pork, you're not gonna eat it, you know. But don't go too deep into what is made and who made it, you know, or to which God was the sacrifice to, you know. You can just eat it, pray to Yahweh Bashim Yashai. Okay, verse 28. But if any man say unto you, this is offered in sacrifice unto idols, eat not for his sake that shewed it, and for conscience sake, for the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. So if they say clearly, like, we offer this in the name of Jesus, in the name of Satan Claus, you know, don't eat it, because now they're gonna have shit to say about you. Okay. Basically to keep keep yourself away from that situation, but yeah, the situation that they can speak evil about you. All right. So let me see. Because there's one scripture, I believe it's in Amos. Bear with me for a second. Amos chapter 3 or 5 or 8. It says, "Take away noise." Because what these people like to do with Christmas, they like to sing, you know, with each other. But Most High is not hearing that nonsense, okay? He doesn't like the nonsense that they be doing. Amos 5 and 23. Let me start at verse 21 with the title. So like the title, God rejects their hypocritical worship. It says, verse 21, I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. Okay, so it's these weird ass parties. Okay, the traditions of men. They just be making up stuff to worship Satan, man. Okay, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. You say like, yeah, but it's for the kids and whatnot, and I do this for my family. You know, it's a nice day. The Most High is not down with that. Okay, he doesn't smell in the solemn assemblies. Okay. Let me get one precept, rudiments. It says, Colossians 2 verse 8, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Yahweh Shai. So the tradition of men, what is that? For example, Christmas, New Year's Eve, fake Easter and whatnot. Okay, don't be following that nonsense, which is of people. It's not of the Most High. So going back to Amos chapter 5 verse 22, though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them. Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts. Take thou away from me noise of thy songs. So when they singing, the Most High is calling it noise. Okay, don't be singing out there like you know you believe in the Most High. For I will not hear the melody of thy viols. So you know these people are hypocrites. You know they be singing Jesus, this and that, Christmas. I don't know what they be singing, but it works in denying. They don't follow the scriptures. You know they don't believe in God the way they say that they believe. So they're hypocrites. But let judgment run down as waters, and righteousness as a mighty stream. You see, that is what we are supposed to be busy with, man. All right. So let me think. One thing. Today I talked to my sister again, little sister again, and I spoke about these scriptures, okay, about Christmas. First, I was doubting to explain it to her because I was like, you know, it's so-called Christmas already in like 2 days. So if I give her this information right now, it might not be, you know, a right timing. But then again, I was like, So then what? Am I gonna wait a whole another year to tell her this? I was like, nah, let me just tell her, with the scriptures, and I let her read along in her own Bible, and she was like, yeah, you're right, man. She already knew kind of that it was not good, and she already knew that New Year was not supposed to be in this December, so it was beautiful. So the last thing, going New Year, um, because they say that the New Year is in December, in the midwinter, it's cold, everything is dead outside, no trees almost, no plants, almost no crops, animals in a winter sleep. How the fuck is it a New Year? The actual New Year is in spring. Okay, in the Dutch we say lente, when new life springs forth. It's warm. People, animals come out of their winter sleep, their hibernation sleep, if I'm correct. Animals start making babies again. It's getting warm. Food is growing. Trees are growing. That is the new beginning of new life. Okay, spring. Life springs forth. So this is what Esau does, man. Daniel 7, verse 25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High. The saints are the Israelites. He speaking of Esau, the so-called white man. He's wearing us out. He's making us tired. Gotta work the whole day long for a minimum loan, whatnot, minimum wage, the smallest money. Gotta pay bills every day. Sick every day from the trills, the shit that they put it in your food. They're wearing us out, making us tired. And think to change times and laws. They think that they can change the times with a Gregorian calendar, with a lunisolar calendar or whatnot, with a Julian calendar. They think that they can change the times, man. Okay, messing up the time, saying that the New Year is in December. It goes back to the worship of a Roman god called Janus. Okay, I don't know how you say it. Janus. I don't know how to spell it. Anyway, Janus. Just like I said in the beginning, he has a face towards the past and towards the present. Two-faced. Funny. So don't be worshiping that. Is fake. Okay. That is not the real spring. And they shall be given into his hand until the times and the dividing of time. The Israelites will be given into the hands of the Edomites for a certain amount of time. So without further ado, I hope it's edifying. I hope I explained it clearly. Didn't want to rush into it, but didn't want to make the video too long. So with that, I hope it's edifying. I want to give all praises and the highest honor to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem HaKadosh. I want to give double honor to my elder apostles and teachers of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to the sincere Akiam, which means the brothers across this world who have spread his knowledge in truth and sincerity. And Shalom, which means greetings, peace unto you, sincere brothers and sisters out there who are also listening. May the election be upon your households, okay, when Yahushua returns. So, God, Shalom.